Toreros had 4 wins, and they had four wins on the season already. Last year they had four wins. This year they started off 2-0 for the first time in 13 years, and that started off with 3 passing touchdowns from the quarterback Grant Sargent in a win over a Division II opponent in Central Washington by 26-7 margin at Toreros Stadium earlier in the season.
Once again, folks, want to welcome you to the broadcast. Vince D'Aliesio Mac Pham from the Varsity Sports Show out in San Diego, California for some University of San Diego Torero football hosting Davidson College. It's a first for us, and very excited to be here this afternoon. It's the accommodations have been nothing short of amazing. The staff, the sports information media relations staff, been exceptional. So we are excited to bring you this afternoon's game, and thank you so much for the opportunity, and thanks for tuning in. This is going to be, as you can see from the ticker at the bottom of your screen, it's going to be primarily an audio game. We'll try to capture as much of the video as we can throughout, just to give you a little sight and sound of this afternoon's game. But otherwise, yeah, good stuff, Mac. You excited?
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah, this will be fun. So, all right. So once again, Mac, give us a kind of a recap again, a little bit of USD, and talk about their team, leading rusher, quarterback play, and what the strengths of the team is from what you've seen statistically.
We got to talk more about their scoring defense. Again, Brendan Moore, their head coach, defensive-minded, play linebacker in the NFL. Here's a cool stat here. Despite having 2 bye weeks and only 7 games played, the Toreros, they have 5 total defensive touchdowns, and that is good for the most defensive touchdowns in the FCS. That is tied for most across all of Division I. They also have the most pick sixes, 4 of them in the FCS, and that is tied for the most across all of Division I. So this is an aggressive defensive team that really have their eyes on the ball. They ball hawk a lot, so they're gonna play an aggressive style defensively, gamble, and that's either gonna result in them creating big turnovers or potentially getting beat for long touchdowns, big plays.
Awesome. Good stuff. Great afternoon for football, as I said. I am looking forward to being on the call today. We'll try to give you sights and sounds of as much of the field as we can this afternoon, and for a lot of what you're going to see is going to be this, and we'll try to do a little more than that, but we'll give you shots of the field periodically throughout the game, just to kind of whet your appetite on it, and so that you see the field. So, all right.
I got one stat. I got this awesome stat here on Davidson that I would love to mention this. So Davidson, they are 43% on 3rd down conversion rates. And here's this. On 4th down conversion rates, they're 72% on the season. And They have a good sample size, too. They gone for 25 attempts. They converted 18 of them. So I think that's a ridiculous stat to have converted 72% of your 4th down conversions, as well as just compared to 43% on 3rd down. So Davidson, this is a team that not only can they convert on 4th down on a do or die down, but they can also gamble and look to move the sticks.
Adam Lehman kicking off for the Toreros, and for the Wildcats, deep to receive, Kason Elledge. Elledge looks like he's going to fair catch it, which he does, and it'll be 1st and 10, right around the 10-yard line to start the game. So with that, and the Wildcats will be up first on offense. In talking to some of talking to the broadcast team for Davidson, they said, I would be surprised if they throw the ball much at all, because we like to run the ball, meaning Davidson. And the quarterback starting off the game, number 9 for Davidson, will be Luke Durkin. Durkin, shotgun formation. And the quick handoff inside, swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Not much there. They go right into the A gap up the middle, just a 1-yard gain. As you alluded to earlier, Davidson, they have, in terms of the run pass, they have ran the ball triple the amount of attempts compared to the pass. This is a team that likes to establish the run and stay with the run.
And it'll be 2nd and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. Durkin, shotgun formation, receiver split out wide. The quick pitch to Mari Adams, and Adams brought down by number 1, Nick Murray.
Again, this is a team that's running the ball 2 straight times. They ran the ball. That right there was a little option play. Didn't go anywhere. The Toreros, they saw that one coming.
And it'll be 3rd and 9, gain of 1 on the play. Durkin once again offset back in Adams. And here come the Toreros showing blitz, back to pass. Durkin scrambles and is brought down.
That was a coverage sack by the Toreros right there. And right there on the formation right there, the Toreros, they lined up. They didn't have any safeties back deep on an obvious 3rd and obvious passing situation. So that was an interesting formation by the Toreros. 3 and out, and here comes the punting unit for Davidson.
Wow. And just like that, Toreros displaying some defense. And the punt, good high kick, takes a Wildcat bounce and will settle inside the 35-yard line, about the 33. Bear with us, folks. We're working some of our camera in the working to get as much of the video as we can this afternoon.
Watch right here, Davidson. They got 6 defensive linemen on the line of scrimmage. They've got 1 linebacker.
And on the pass is complete to 89, right on the sideline. And the intended target is Jasim Reed out of Merced, California.
Just a nice little out route by Reed from the slot right there. That's a nice first play to move the sticks and look. And as the Toreros here, they're looking to gain some rhythm early on. Ball already over midfield.
1st and 10 for the Toreros. Shotgun formation, receiver split out wide, and the pass thrown to the middle, caught once again by Reed, and another 1st down. Number 12, Grant Sargent, starting off hot.
They go right back to Reed. This time Reed was lined up at the top of the screen. Reed running a slant, this time right against man coverage, and that is a good man beater play right there.
1st and 10, Toreros. Offset back for USD. 2 receivers, bottom of your screen. And the pass overthrown. We've got a flag. Here it comes. And
that was
penalty
close.
Will likely be on Sabine McLaughlin, the linebacker. And that it is. Pass interference.
That's the last thing you want if you're Davidson. Just generally in football, if that linebacker is your deepest player, that's a huge no-no right there. If he's the last line of defense on that passing down on a play that was going to be a big play right there.
And that'll bring it back. First and 10 for San Diego. Davidson giving up some key penalty yardage there. Brings it inside the 20. Empty set, 5 receivers split out wide for the Toreros. Receiver in motion. And the pass thrown to the sideline, caught once again. Caught by 89 Reed.
That's his 3rd reception of the game. That one on that play, they clear it out. He's isolated on one side of the field. Runs a little comeback route. Nice feet, nice footwork to toe the sideline and pick up some more yardage for the Toreros.
Second and 5 on the 12. And Sargent joined in the backfield.
Little pistol formation here.
By Logan Ging. Sargent gives to Ging. Ging turns upfield on the cutback, and he is met just inside the 10-yard line and in on the stop for Davidson. A couple of players, but 97, Ashton Miller.
That was a 3-yard gain, but those are some hard-earned three-yard gains right there. Ginn looked like he was going to get maybe a yard and then kept the legs moving to gain an extra 2 yards to make this a 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 on the 9-yard line. Sargent, Ging in the backfield. Reed split out at the bottom of your screen. We had some movement up front. Here come the flags. As the officials confer. There we go. All right. And once again, it'll be 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. So Davidson not helping themselves in the penalty area this afternoon on this drive. Sargent lines up the offense, Ging in the backfield. Reed once again, bottom of your screen, split out wide. Here come the Wildcats. Ging with the carry, burst through the line of scrimmage for the Torero touchdown.
On that touchdown run, Ginn just going right up the middle into the A gap, using his legs, turning offensive line, creating just enough room into the lane for him to score a touchdown. Get Toreros on the board.
What a play.
And that drive started off right at midfield, so the Toreros, they got some great field position, and then they marched right down the field, scored a touchdown on their opening drive.
Aiden Lehman in to attempt the extra point for the Toreros. Hold is good, kick is up, and through the uprights. And the Toreros lead the Wildcats 7-0 in the first quarter, 10:22 remaining. What a drive.
That was a nice opening drive. We don't know if that was a scripted drive or not by the Toreros, but they executed their first drive, picking up first downs, converting a couple of third downs, getting some additional penalty yardage that got them inside the 10-yard line, and then they punch it in by Ginn to get them on the board first.
And the Toreros making a statement right off the bat this afternoon against a run-heavy team in Davidson, and showing, you know what, we can do the same thing. As Davidson readies on the kick return, huddled up on the sideline, and of course the Toreros up at the top of your screen. Once again, thank you for joining us this afternoon on a special Varsity Sports Show broadcast. University of San Diego football hosting Davidson College. Vince D'Aliesio joined by Mac Pham. Mac, of course, a senior at San Diego State University. I'm a Phoenix guy, grew up in Phoenix. I love Phoenix, but San Diego's a pretty far up the list of places that are just nice places.
Weather-wise, San Diego and Arizona are very similar.
Well, they can get a little warm in the summer, but you're right on the water, for gosh sakes. I mean, that. And of course, Mac, you and I, we hosted the show this morning from Naval Base San Diego, where it was a special Family Day event. Meet the Fleet at 32nd Street. It's headquarters for the Pacific Fleet, and very privileged and honored to have been a part of that. And literally, we packed up at 11. Ended the broadcast, threw everything in the car, and headed over here. We made it here in record time. I think we were just very efficient in packing things up, so we did a great job with that. But,
time was of the essence.
Time was of the essence. All right. So here we go. As the teams line up, we're going to do our best to get some video throughout the game, and operating with a smaller crew today. But the audio portion is going to be key. You got to be able to hear what we're talking about. So anyway, the kickoff sails deep, And will be a touchback, yeah. So, Mac, had a chance to see Davidson the first series. Well, what are we expecting here?
We expect them to stay what they do. We talked about earlier in the broadcast, this is a team that runs the ball triple the amount of times they pass the ball. So I think they're going to stay true to themselves. Again, it's only a 7-0 ball game, so it's not like they got to abandon the run of any kind. They can stay and stick with their game plan.
All right. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And new quarterback in the ball game, number 8. It is Andrew Frazier. Frazier gives off, and plowing ahead is number 0. That is Mason Sharon.
Toreros, they are stacking the box. There was no deep safety whatsoever. Corners playing off. They're really looking to take away Davidson's run game today.
And Frazier, shotgun formation, keeps this time, turns it upfield.
As you see there again, Toreros, they are putting no safety back. They are daring Davidson to beat them deep. Now Davidson, they're facing a 3rd and long here in an obvious passing down situation.
And it'll be 3rd and 1 on the 34. Frazier, shotgun, gives once again to Sharon. Sharon moves the pile forward, still on his feet, finally down.
It's just that second effort by the offensive line in short yardage situation, moving the pile, making sure that first down is no question in doubt.
And 1st and 10, ball on the 39. Frazier, Sharon in the backfield, in the wing set, and Frazier tosses, and getting just past the line of scrimmage, coming up and making a play for the Toreros is Nick Murphy.
Nick Murphy on that tackle, that was some excellent technique right there. Little box technique, keeping the ball carrier to the inside where he knows that he has a second defender there, and that was a nice use of leverage to make the tackle in open space.
And correction, it was Nick Murray. And gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9, ball on the 40-yard line. Frazier keeps looking to pitch, instead keeps, heads to the sideline, finally heads out of bounds near midfield. And that was one thing that the broadcasters for Davidson said, is that you'll see a variation in quarterbacks this afternoon. When you see one, you're going to be heavier run by that quarterback position. When you see the other, we might throw it just a little bit. He wouldn't say that they throw it a lot with the other quarterback, but maybe a little.
Nice play there. Another keeper, keeping it all the way, getting from one side of the hash mark to the other side, going out of bounds in open space.
And once again, Frazier on the toss, gets it downfield.
Another little triple option play. Davidson is a huge part of their game, their run game, triple option. They really like to get into the trenches, rely on that offensive line through the sticks.
And it's 2nd down and 7, ball on the 46-yard line. As Frazier lines the team up, Sharon in the backfield. Give once again to Sharon, redirects, gets downfield, and finally is stopped by a pack of Toreros.
I'm not sure how he got out of that one. Looked like he was going to be stopped short for maybe a 2-3 yard gain, and then somehow he turned that one a couple more yards right there. Second effort, and now Davidson, the Wildcats here, they get into 3rd and manageable.
And it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. Thanks again for joining us this afternoon, live from Torero Stadium in San Diego, California. Frazier looks, waits for the snap, and keeps on the toss, heads downfield, and rounding the sideline is number 30. Once again, that was Sam Valor.
I think that was just pure speed right there from Valor. Valor, he did not look like he was going to get the first down, and he was able to get to the edge, and with two defenders chasing him. I think that was just some speed right there. I did not think he was going to get the first down.
1st and 10, ball on the 32-yard line. Clock continues to move here in the first quarter, 5:30 remaining. Frazier, motion man, finally the pitch, and this time to the perimeter is Jaleel Sales.
So now this time they go with a different formation. Earlier in the game, they went with receivers, two receivers lined outside. This time they just jumbled them all up in there. Same play, same option play that gives Davidson a couple more yards in their heavy run game.
And as we continue, 2nd and 7 on the 29. Frazier to Sharon. Sharon zigzags his way upfield and is brought down after a gain of maybe 2 on the play. In on the stop, number 50, that was linebacker Giovanni Iovino.
Iovino crashing the hole, getting into the gaps, and making the tackle. No room for Davidson to find a hole there.
3rd and 6 on the 28. Clock continues to move. 4.5 remaining in the quarter. Frazier, double wing set, and keeps, pitches once again. Wrapped up right on the sideline was Sales, and in on the stop, Nick Murray.
A little bit of a low snap right there. Good handling there on the snap, and then also that was essentially the same play that Davidson ran on the last 3rd down. They ran it again, and going on the right side as well. So that's the second straight time Davidson has converted on the 3rd down on essentially the same toss play.
4th and 4, ball on the 26. 3:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Frazier pulls back to pass, one of those rare moments, and completes it to 88. The big tight end, Darius Hyde.
Not necessarily a play action there, Davidson. They do a little pull on the carry and then pulls it down. Play action converts them into a big first down there. And we talked about earlier, Davidson. They are 18 and 25 on 4th down, 72%. So these guys, they were really good at converting on 4th downs, being aggressive.
Correction, Christian Berry on the previous catch. And is he in? He is for the touchdown. Sam Valor around the left side.
Hard-earned touchdown. Valor took a hit right there as he tumbled into the end zone. That was literally a hard-earned touchdown run for Valor.
From 14 yards out.
That was a terrific response by Davidson, ensuing extra point to tie up the game here.
And on the extra point attempt, the kick is up by number 39, Adam Zawagi, and it's good. And score is tied at 7 now with 3:03 remaining in the opening quarter. Thanks again for joining us this afternoon as the Varsity Sports Show presents University of San Diego Torero football, hosting Davidson College from San Diego. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. This is the Varsity Sports Show presenting you a football game between the University of San Diego and the Davidson Wildcats. I'm Mac Pham from San Diego State University here with Vince on the call. Right now, Davidson, they are set to kick off after scoring a touchdown run on their last drive.
All right, here we go. As Davidson readies the kickoff this afternoon. Number 39 set to kick it off for Davidson. Adam Zagai. Good deep kick, and it'll be fair caught inside the 5-yard line. We're seeing that a lot more these days with these fair catches on kickoff returns.
I think it's a trade-off. Simply put, they'll be conservative, take the field position, not run it out.
Yeah. All right, on 1st and 10, quarterback for the Toreros should be number 12, Grant Sargent. Yep, Sargent, shotgun formation, single back in the backfield. In 31, Logan Ging.
Little pistol formation.
Sargent gives to Ging. Ging redirects, turns up, finds some open field, still on his feet, and finally brought down. Great play by Ging.
I love that kick cutback right there by Ging. Finding the cut on the initial run and bursting it to the outside. And it took him one play to get over midfield into enemy territory.
And burst he did. Wow. So, exciting stuff. 1st and 10 for the Toreros. Empty set once again. Sargent. Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Sargent looks on the out route. Hits his target in Reed.
Little motion action there too as a decoy. Decoy running back going to lose zigzag before the play started. He was also open into the backfield. So multiple guys open for the Toreros.
Inside of 2 minutes here in the first quarter remaining. 2nd and 4, ball on the 38-yard line. Single back in the backfield in Ging. Here come the Wildcats showing blitz. And Ging with the carry. Ging running into a front like no other in Davidson. And number 11, Cameron Willis leading the charge for the Wildcats.
Not sure who is that right there, but there was a shot block on the Toreros offensive line and multiple bodies hitting the turf as on the run play right there.
As Sargent, shotgun formation, Reed in motion. Sargent sprints out to his right, looks, throws, pass, completes to Reed. Reed heads upfield, still on his feet, and he steps out of bounds. Goodness. Did they give it to him? No, they're bringing it back. The scoreboard signaled touchdown, but I looked at the official, and he blew his whistle.
That was an unbelievable play. Reed hitting, I don't think he even hit his top speed until he was near the 10-yard line. Out route. Not only getting the first down, but more yardage, more yards after the catch. Second time this quarter that the Toreros, they are in the red zone.
1st and goal, ball on the 10-yard line. Sargent. 3 receiver set, and throws inside to Reed. Is there a flag? No flag. Pass is incomplete.
Sargent on a 3-step drop back, looking to his first option. Not sure if he had his first option predetermined or locked eyes on, but Davidson, the secondary and man coverage, defending it perfectly on that play.
And as the team breaks the huddle, comes up to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and goal from the 10. So we await the snap. Davidson showing blitz, the gift to Ging. Ging trying to find a lane, does, burst through the line of scrimmage for a gain of 3.
I think that was a play where Ginn was supposed to follow his pulling left guard, and then he saw a hole open, and we picked up a yard or two there. Davidson right there to greet him, and that will wrap up the first quarter.
Wow. And just like that, quarter number 1 ends. Vince D'Aliesio Mac Pham from the Varsity Sports Show, live from the University of San Diego, the Toreros. Thanks again for tuning in, for joining us this afternoon. And we will be back for more action in the second quarter. Welcome back to Torero football here on the Varsity Sports Show. University of San Diego hosting Davidson College. Vince D'Aliesio Mac Pham. Start of the second quarter. And what a quarter it was. You know, it's interesting. Both teams looking extremely solid today. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So,
once again, right here on the move again, we're going to start off the second quarter inside the 10-yard line on a goal-to-goal situation.
As the teams ready this second quarter of play, getting it done. All right, here we go as the Torero offense in the huddle, led by quarterback Grant Sargent. Sargent, a graduate out of Salinas, California. Sargent breaks the huddle, brings the team lined up 3rd and 8 on the 8-yard line.
Chips right.
And the Toreros single back in the backfield, losing the snap, and Sargent wisely pounces on the football. Near catastrophic for the Toreros.
That's not what you want. You get a little break in between quarters, and then you come out with a poor snap after looking to punch it in. Now you're back all the way up at your own on Davidson's 30-yard line. Now you got to settle for a field goal attempt.
And the field goal attempt, 42 yards. The kick is up. And it's got the distance, and it's good. Goes through the uprights. And the Toreros walk away at least with something, leading 10-7 over the Wildcats.
Yeah, that could have been a disaster on the last way. To get 3 points out of that, that's a win right there. the the field goal. There's no wind right now as a factor. Weather conditions are here in San Diego. It is sunny. So weather has not been a factor in the kicking game thus far.
Thanks again for tuning in this afternoon. Vince D'Aliesio Mac Pham of the Varsity Sports Show, live from San Diego, California. What a day it's been so far. It's been a lot of fun. We had a great broadcast this morning of the show. If those of you that tune in to the Varsity Sports Show, thank you for listening. Thank you to the hard work of the amazing people that help make it happen, from our team of talented broadcasters producing content throughout the week, to our production, to our hosts this morning at Naval Base San Diego. We had the commanding officer. That was pretty cool. He did an interview with us.
Yep.
Yeah, Captain Robert Healy. That was neat, as well as the chief, Command Master Chief of the base.
Got to see Chris again.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? We're on a first name basis with him. That's neat. Anyway. So, very cool. Stay with us this afternoon throughout this game, and we'll have some live, well, not live, but some amazing content produced by our amazing team running through halftime this afternoon. After we give a quick kind of game summary, Mac will present his thoughts on the first half performance of each team, offensively, defensively, and the kicking game. Then we'll go into some content of our team during half. Then we'll bring you the second half. Then from here, we've got another game. We're going to be at Patrick Henry High School tonight. Mac and I are going to be presenting the San Diego High School Game of the Week, presented by the Varsity Sports Show, and it will be Patrick Henry hosting San Diego High. Good stuff. Mac, did you know what you signed up for when I told you we'd have a busy day today?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Kicking off for the Toreros, 26, Aiden Lehman. And deep to receive for the Wildcats. 18.
That's
Dante Solari. Yep.
Kickoff going out of bounds.
And with that, both teams make their way to the sidelines, and we'll see the Davidson offense coming out and the Torero defense already out on the field.
Sometimes you wonder what the thought process is. Kicking it towards the pylon, and then there's not too much room for error without getting penalty yardage there. You much rather kick that ball down the middle and inside the 5 if you can. Otherwise, kicking it towards the pylon is not a good idea.
1st and 10, and new quarterback back in the ball game. The game starter, Luke Durkin, and the give right away on the carry, number 30. And that was Sam Valor.
It looked like Durkin tried to almost hurdle as he was going up the gut there.
Correction, that was actually Mari Adams on the carry.
Yeah, it looked like Adams was trying to hurdle somebody.
Yeah.
Just a 1-2 yard carry.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 on the 36-yard line. And Durkin sends Valor in motion, gives to Adams. Adams bursts through the line of scrimmage before finally being stopped and may have a first down. No, he was close. Not a very good spot there. He's still going to be about 3 yards short. Ball on the 42-yard line where it'll be 3rd and 3.
No huddle.
Durkin.
No huddle.
Valor in motion. The give to Adams. Adams zigzagging his way forward near midfield. May have the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and 10.
I think that was a potentially touchdown saving tackle too. Because if he gets past there, I think he's gone. There's nobody else deep in the back for the Toreros.
1st and 10 on the 47.
Essentially got 8 in the box here on defense.
And Durkin on the keeper, pitches, gets it off right at the last minute, taken out of bounds. Number 7, Kalen West.
And I think that's what Davidson has had success so far today, is that when they see that stack box, 7, 8 guys in the box, once they run outside and they hit the sidelines, I think this is where they succeed.
1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. Quarterback Durkin. Durkin gives to Adams. Adams moves forward, may have a yard depending on the spot, still on his feet before finally being stopped by 53, Chase Lyons.
And I saw there 2 defenders on the defense. They were ready for that pitch option to receiver Kellen West. And those 2 defenders, they went with West as a decoy. And I think that helped. Davidson picked up an extra 1 or 2 yards.
1st and 10 on the 47. And driving ahead again is Adams.
This has been a physical game when Davidson has the ball, as much as we talked about how much they really like to run the ball and try to wear the defenses down.
And 3rd down on the 35. Durkin lines his team up, run-heavy offense here for Davidson, and it shows. A lot of talent out on that field. Durkin pulls up to pass. Pass is complete. Hits number 11. That is Brody Reyna.
Brody Reyna running a core route against off coverage, man coverage, and nice completed pass from one to the other hash mark to outside the numbers. Now it's
4th and
down.
1, Mac. What do you think?
4th and, well,
Give me a play. What do they got? Dial up something.
option again. They're gonna go some sort of option again.
Okay.
Now, there's no surprise that Davidson, they're going for it on 4th down. We stated earlier that they've gone 18 for 25 on the year on 4th down.
And Adams drives ahead and
He's right
does
there.
just enough. 1st and 10.
He's right there. Now they're 19 for 26 this year on 4th down. Over
Wow.
70% conversion rate. Very, very aggressive team.
1st and 10, ball on the 27-yard line. Durkin, here come the Toreros. Adams on the carry, spins out of a couple of tackles, and may have 3 more.
You can see their Toreros, they've done this all game. Stack the box. They're outside corners. They play off coverage, knowing that they don't really have safety help behind them. And they play 5, 6, 7 yards off the line of scrimmage while everybody else they look to contain the run game. Those corners out there for the Toreros, they're out on an island.
2nd and 8, ball on the 25-yard line. Durkin gives to loses the football, and it's picked up. It is picked up, heading downfield, still on his feet, going, gone. Touchdown, Toreros. Number 44 on the scoop and score, Jerry Riggins, the outside linebacker out of San Diego Helix Charter High School.
Oh my goodness, that was Davidson had it going with the drive, just a mishandle on the snap, and then Davidson and then the Toreros, they were all over it for a fumble recovery, 4-6, nobody in sight, untouched return touchdown.
Goodness. Wow. The kick is up by Lehman, and it's good. And just like that, the defense of the Toreros step up in a big way and now lead
17-7.
the Wildcats by 10 with 9:38 remaining in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thanks again for tuning in this afternoon to the Varsity Sports Show presenting University of San Diego Torero football. Vince D'Aliesio, Mac Pham. And,
Big question is,
yeah. Go
how
ahead.
does Davidson respond, especially the offense? Because you got to get right back in the field after surrendering as a touchdown on a fumble recovery. So clearly the momentum is swung into USD. Right now, Davidson, they're facing a 10-point hole, heavy run game. Still early. They're still at a point where they can definitely still stick with their run game.
Yeah. On 1st and 10, the quarterback, Frazier, back in the ball game for the Wildcats. And on the toss to Sales to the sideline.
This is what's been successful for Davidson. Running it on the perimeter on their fumble. They had it where it was just on a trying to go up the middle. This one to keep it outside. Davidson, they have succeeded hitting the perimeter today.
And Frazier on the pitch, loses it, fumbled, and it is fumbled out of bounds. Wow. It survived a bit of a scare there, Mac.
It's almost as if on the pitch attempt that he probably was best just taking the loss. Near disaster again for Davidson.
I'll say. Second and 5 on the 30. 8:45, third down and 13 on the 23. 8:40 remaining till half. Toreros lead 17-7. Frazier goes over the top. Pass incomplete. So on 4th down, Davidson will come out to punt.
On that last third down, the Toreros, they had a couple of linebackers kind of in no man's land. All the corners playing man coverage all across the boards. Third down, straight man coverage, just an overthrow.
And on the punt, good high kick. Takes a bounce and
Really
gets
good
down.
hang time on the punt, but not too much distance punting. Toreros, they'll take over at their own 40-yard line. Good, excellent field position.
And we've got a timeout called on the field. We'll take a quick break with here in the second quarter. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And the Toreros with the football. The give to Ging. Ging gets it to the line of scrimmage. We'll get a little bit of forward momentum from the official, and credited with the stop, 97, Ashton Miller.
You know, both teams today, they do not put their safeties beyond 10 yards to the line of scrimmage. Everybody's up there in the box. They're selling out on the run.
On second down, Sargent back to pass. Sargent goes to the sideline, overthrows the intended receiver, incomplete.
Just not on the same pace there. Davidson's cornerback, TJ McGee, he was looking for a call on the corner route. The curl route, and he wanted a push off against the receiver that he was defending. No call. So third down. Davidson corners is playing off coverage.
Sargent scrambles, looks downfield, throws, finds a receiver all alone, and completes for a Torero touchdown. That is number 86. Wow, what a play. Bradley Schlamm.
Unbelievable breakdown for Davidson. Untouched touchdown run. Untouched touchdown pass.
Wow.
Just nobody within 20 yards.
And extra point attempt is good. And the Toreros extend their lead, now lead the Wildcats 24-7. Wow.
Are you guys seeing this?
I am. Are you?
Oh my goodness.
Have you seen this before?
Not, I've never seen a play like that.
Little bit of excitement up in the press box this afternoon. I was thinking I was happy with the chocolate chip cookies, and now we've got plays galore here. Wow.
Chaotic cupcake.
Let's talk about that. Aren't those the best chocolate chip cookies we've ever had? They really know how to treat media here.
A little too much sugar right
It's almost
there.
a crime. What have I been
Cheat
telling
day.
you this afternoon?
That was a cheat day with the cookie. Had plenty of sugar in that one.
Yeah, but it's not the norm, remember?
No,
it's not the norm.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, on the return, Davidson gets it up to just outside of the 20-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. And ball will be spotted on the 21-yard line. And quarterback once again for the Wildcats, number 9, Luke Durkin. Durkin looks, gives inside. Trying to get some ground is Mari Adams.
He got not even open for Davidson. Five-man front for USD.
2nd and 10 on the 22. Durkin scans the field, decides to keep. Wise decision, steps ahead, gains a few. Stopped on the play by number 50. And that was Iovino.
Really nice job to climb up the pocket, find a rush lane, and pick up yards. I think his first read was taken away, going for a slant in the slot. That was covered. Pick up something out of nothing.
Yeah. Third and 6, ball on the 26-yard line. Durkin back to pass. Durkin looks, throws. Pass incomplete.
That was a really good platform throw. Durkin stepping into that throw is just well off target to the boundary. That core route was well covered. I think Durkin, he just had to make sure that ball was either going to be caught by his receiver, but he gave his receiver a chance, throwing it towards the sideline. Well covered.
And with that, on 4th down, Davidson will have to punt. At least we think they're going to. Of course, the Toreros, behind the incredible play of the defense, stepping up. This afternoon. And the punt unit out for the Wildcats. 6:14 remaining till half. We've got a stoppage in play and a
There's
penalty.
going to be a false start, moving back 5 yards.
Goodness. Davidson stalling a bit now.
Going away.
And takes a Wildcat bounce before finally stopping inside the 25-yard line. And that's where the Toreros will take over on 1st and 10 with 6:02 remaining in the second quarter.
Takahashi, the punt return, had a little indecision there for like 5 yards. The ball was coming to him, and then he stayed with it. It looked like a little indecision. He wasn't even sure if he wanted to pick that ball up or not.
First and 10. Sargent, the quarterback, shotgun formation. Sargent looks, pulls, throws, completes to Reed. Reed makes a diving catch.
Reed has been fantastic. That is the second time he has caught a ball on a slant route today. Really good ball location, throwing it right in front of his receiver, and then the defender making a essentially game-saving touchdown. He had no chance to make a play on the ball. Goes for the tackle, and he does save a touchdown to negate any more bleeding for Davidson.
1st and 10, ball on the 41-yard line. Sargent, single back in the backfield. Receiver split out wide. Ging with the carry. Bulls ahead and stopped on the play by 17, John Tessman.
Tessman on the play, not allowing the back to cut back inside, waiting for his teammate to come help, and they double team to make the tackle.
Second down, gain of 2 on the play, ball on the 43-yard line. Sargent. Davidson shows blitz from both the perimeter and inside. Here they come. And the pass quickly dropped off and sidestepping a defender heading upfield before finally being brought down is number 4. That was Kenyon Sims.
That was a beautiful juke move. A little hesitation to get to the second level, and then turning his way down the right sideline for some more yardage.
That's about the only way we could describe it, is it was a juke move. First and 10, Toreros. Ball on the 34. Sargent scans. Heads back, throws, goes over the top, and looks for Reed. Pass incomplete, right in the corner of the end zone.
Corner starting right off at the line of scrimmage. No safety help over the top. Way to turn his head, play the ball. Incomplete going down the right sideline.
2nd and 10, ball on the 34. 3:44 remaining till half. Sargent trip set for USD. Sargent give inside, bursting ahead. Kenyon Sims once again. For the Toreros.
Let's do a third down. Third down and medium.
Once again, thank you for joining us here on the Varsity Sports Show broadcast of USD Torero football.
Trips left for the Toreros.
And stoppage in play.
It's going to be a false start.
We've got a
No,
timeout. Okay, well, with that, we'll take the quick timeout as well. On 3rd and 7, with under 3 minutes remaining till half. Welcome back, and the Toreros driving in the final 3 minutes of the first half on 3rd and 7.
The linebacker showing a little blitz. Nope, he's backing out of it. Is he coming? He's coming.
Sargent back to pass, looks, throws, completes to Reed. Reed still on his feet, marching into the end zone for a Torero touchdown.
Oh, man, what a play. Another big play for USD.
Wow. Mac, we are seeing a display this afternoon.
Reed has been incredible here in the first half. High points the pass, breaks a tackle, scores a touchdown, a deep in route.
And with that, the Toreros now lead. There's a Davidson player down on the field. The Toreros lead 30-7 with a chance to add another point. Wow. For the extra point attempt, Lehman. Kick is up and good money. And the Toreros now lead the Wildcats 31-7.
Going back to Deshaun Reed, he has been incredible. He's had 600 receiving yards for 6 touchdowns. He's averaging 90 yards receiving yards per game. Huge component to this USD offense, and he has just flat out dominated. I think he's been the best player on the field today from both teams. He's gotten so many one-on-one opportunities today too in man coverage, and he has completely toasted this Davidson secondary.
That's about the only way we can sum it up. Toast. Yes. Lining up to kick off, Lehman. Good high kick. And will get fielded about the 3-yard line. Heading upfield. Being stopped right about the 20. And that's where Davidson will have it 1st and 10.
These guys have dominated in all 3 phases today. USD, just to recap, they had the fumble recovery for a touchdown, big play, and then Reed making a big play on the offensive side of the ball. They've dominated.
And Durkin tries to make something out of nothing before being stopped by number 50.
Durkin eyed the entire way, the left side of the field. Nothing was there, and he just had to keep it and run with it. Toreros man coverage, excellent.
2nd and 10. Durkin back to pass. Durkin looks, throws, completes on the hitch route.
The Toreros, they may have given up a completed pass there, but those guys swarmed to the ball so fast. 3 defenders immediately on the ball for the tackle, for a gang tackle.
Ivan Hoyt, a little slow to get up after the reception. And official timeout. It's the 2-minute timeout here in the first half. We'll be right back. And the pass is incomplete.
That's the second overthrow from Davidson, looking for the big play.
1:55 remaining till halftime. Once again, folks, stick around. We don't like dead air here at the Varsity Sports Show. We're going to present a bunch of great content during halftime from our amazing team. You'll get to see the talents of, I don't want to call them future stars because I think they're stars now. Just like you, Mac.
Appreciate that.
Durkin on the pitch to Sharon. Sharon
he's got
around the
one.
right side, untouched, nothing but green in front of him. Finally tripped up inside the 40-yard line of the Toreros.
And Durkin pitched it at the very last second. Big gain. And fortunately for Davidson, the guy that tackled, that ended the play, was the guy was getting blocked downfield. And if you're Davidson, you probably don't want that because they were probably have the unblocked defenders tackle your ball carrier, because that could have been a much bigger gain for Davidson.
1st and 10, ball on the 38-yard line.
But Davidson right now facing a big hole. They, of course, want to get momentum into halftime. 90 seconds to play. They should look to make sure this is the last meaningful possession of the first half. Score a touchdown and try to make it a 17-point ball game.
Durkin on 1st down. And on the pitch, looks, bursts through the line of scrimmage, still on his feet, and he's in. Wow. From 32 yards out, quarterback, number
That's
9.
Exactly what Davidson needed. Big run play. Durkin keeping it, faking the toss, keeping it on the inside, and he took one to the house. Again, Davidson, this is the bread and butter option offense. And that time it worked to perfection.
Luke Durkin. And bobbled attempt. Davidson closing the gap slightly. Down 31-13 late in the second quarter.
Oh, a lot of action at the end of kickoff.
Wow.
Official stepping in. No harm, no foul.
Thanks once again to everyone tuning in on across every social media platform. This game this afternoon, as a reminder, is running on Facebook Live, our Varsity Sports Show Facebook page, our Instagram page, our X page, and our YouTube page. 2 of our YouTube pages, actually. But thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. Wanted to present something a little bit different. We, of course, had the radio broadcast this morning out at Naval Base San Diego, and then decided to take in a couple of games. Quarterback, Grant Sargent.
And they go empty.
Out of empty set. Sargent looks, throws on the slant route, finds Reed, completed, and it'll be a first down.
Third time Reed has ran that slant route to perfection. First down for USD. Davis has not yet to look to double Reed as he's dominated today.
Reed again. Man, who's your go-to this afternoon?
Oh,
Reed.
yeah. Reed has been outstanding, and they've just kept to what has been working for them. Back-to-back plays, Reed running the slant route.
And we got a timeout called by Davidson with 59 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Davidson's
Toreros.
going to have to change up that coverage for Reed.
Toreros have it 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line, and we'll be right back. As Sargent.
No linebacker showing blitz.
Back to pass. Looks, steps up into the pocket, looks and throws. Pass is completed. Number 17, Cole Monach, and a flag. A late hit there. I wouldn't know that I'd classify it as a hit, but
also an incredible throw. Grant Sargent, that's a right-handed quarterback scrambling outside the pocket to his left and throwing it to the left side of the field. That is not an easy throw. Off balance too.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, would you call that a late hit or a late nudge?
Late tap.
Okay, late tap. There we go. All
I'm
right.
going with the late tap.
No love from Mac Pham. First and 10 for the Toreros.
Bunch formation.
As
Right
Sargent bobbles the snap, throws complete. And who is it? Reed for the Torero touchdown.
He ran another slant route. Reed has this slant route down to perfection. Davidson, they cannot stop his ability to run that slant route, whether it be on the left side or the right side, wherever Reed lines up. It does not matter. He has been an incredible, outstanding player today.
Lehman in for the extra point attempt with 46 seconds remaining till halftime. Kick is up and gets bobbled, deflected on the attempt, picked up Davidson wisely. Number 3, that was a Amari Hill, and finally was pushed out of bounds. So Toreros come away with 6 instead of 7. It'll be 37-13 here in the closing seconds of the second quarter.
USD on pace for 74 points. Look, going back to Davidson's last touchdown, they had about 90 seconds left to go in the first half, had the ball, and while they did score the touchdown, they did leave USD more time to score, and you would have liked, if you're Davidson, to make sure that was the last possession of the half. They did not. They did score only for USD to come right back, march down the field, and score another touchdown with Reed.
Well, here we go. Lehman to kick off with 46 seconds left. Deep kick. And couldn't quite hold on to it. Finally falls on it. Goodness. And a little shove at the end of the play.
One more extracurricular activity here.
A little bit. Will Jones on the recovery. Well, Davidson doing all they can right now to try and get themselves back into this game. Not that they are really out of it at this point. It's still first half, and but struggling a bit to counteract some of the big plays of the Toreros on first down. Durkin back to pass, goes over the top. Pass incomplete. Here comes the flag.
Got there a little early.
Wow.
Go route going down the right sideline. Corner was just a little early. He turned his head back to make a play on the ball. One of the easier calls that the officiating will get tonight. That's Matt Valentine on the penalty.
Davidson will have it 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line after the pass interference penalty. Durkin, shotgun formation. Adams in the backfield. Durkin back to pass. Durkin steps up, runs, sprints downfield to the right. Finally dropped about the 40-yard line. After a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 on the 39. Durkin back to pass. Durkin scrambles to his left this time. Still on his feet. Trying to get to the sideline before being nudged out of bounds. We'll see what forward momentum gets him. Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd and 5 on the 38. Goodness. Six seconds remaining in the first half. Durkin back to pass. Pulled down on the sack. 91 bursting.
Quick coverage sack to end this first half.
And there you have it. End of the first half. Brian Coburn ending the first half with a sack. And with that, the Toreros lead the Wildcats 37-13. Enjoy halftime, folks. Thanks again for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show and a special broadcast of Torero football live from the University of San Diego. We'll be back.
For Varsity Sports, I'm Matt Ross. Alright, sports fans, let's look into basketball and the latest NBA standings. The season is still in its early stages, but we're already seeing some teams making waves. First off, how about the Cleveland Cavaliers? They're off to a red-hot start, sitting undefeated with a 5-0 record. Cleveland's young roster looks sharper than ever, and if they keep this level of play up, they could be a big contender down the stretch. Then, shifting to the Boston Celtics, they're just a single game behind at 4-1, with some dominant performance to remind everyone that why they're still a top dog. They might have taken one early loss, but that hasn't slowed them down. Their defense and offense are clicking well, making them as dangerous as ever. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been an unexpected force, already at 4-0. This young squad has been putting on a show, proving that they can compete with any team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the crew have been taking advantage of every opportunity on both ends of the court. Definitely a team to keep an eye on. And finally, for all the Phoenix fans out there, the Suns have a strong 3-1 start. With a revamped roster this year, they're looking focused and ready to battle it out in the Western Conference. Devin Booker and Kevin Durant have found some early synergy, but it's clear that they're still building that chemistry for the long haul. Of course, it's still early in the season, so while these teams are giving us something to talk about, there's a long road ahead. We can expect plenty of movement in standings as these teams settle in and adapt and go through the highs and lows of an 82-game season.
This weekend, it's showdown time as Arizona State travels to Stillwater to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Both teams head into this week with something to prove. ASU is coming off a bye, while the Oklahoma State Cowboys are looking to bounce back after a 38-28 loss to Baylor. ASU, led by Kenny Dillingham, has surprised many with their 5-2 record so far. However, starting quarterback Sam Levitt has been recovering from a rib injury the last 2 weeks. Here's what head coach Kenny Dillingham had to say ahead of this Saturday.
It's one of those, like, we got to see him practice and stuff like that. But he's cleared to play. He wants to play. He's excited about playing. He's been putting in a lot of work to play. So we'll see how that transpires.
Oklahoma State will be led by quarterback Alan Bowman. While their offense has performed consistently, defense has struggled throughout the season under new defensive coordinator Brian Nardo, especially last week with 21 missed tackles against Baylor. Here's what head coach Mike Gundy had to say about ASU ahead of this week.
They run a very similar style to what most of those teams have been doing in the Pac, to whatever conference that's not there anymore. That league, he runs that very similar style of defense, and they're doing a good job with it. You can see the improvement in year two with their team.
Saturday is a big test for ASU, where a win could mean serious possibility of a bowl game appearance for the Sun Devils. Tune in for a 4 p.m. kickoff in Oklahoma this Saturday. Reporting for Varsity Sports, Layla Ruderman.
Hey, it's Jameer Johnson reporting with the Varsity Sports Show and Arizona State University from Indianapolis. Today, we will be talking about the top high school football games going on in Indiana. This Friday, we will have the number 2 ranked high school football team, the Lawrence North Wildcats, going against the number 16th ranked Lawrence Central Bears. This game will be a home game for Lawrence Central, but they will need to give it all they have to try and end the Lawrence North Wildcats' 9-0 undefeated season. Currently, the Wildcats have had mostly away games and going 6-0 for away games and 3-0 for their home games. Also, the Lawrence North Wildcats are averaging 225 passing yards per game and 86 tackles. Also, the matchup between the number 1 ranked high school football team in Indiana, the Brownsburg Bulldogs, and the number 24 ranked team, the Avon Orioles, will be happening. This will be a home game for the Avon Orioles, and currently they have a 2-2 record for their home games, while the Brownsburg Bulldogs are 4-1 for away games. However, the Bulldogs have a 8-1 record. The Avon Orioles may have an advantage because it is their home game and the Orioles are on a 2-game winning streak, and although the Bulldogs may have the better record, the Bulldogs' last game was a loss. Check back in for updates about the top high school football games happening this week. This has been Jameer Johnson reporting with Arizona State University and the Varsity Sports Show, broadcasting from Indianapolis.
My name is Olivia Prickett from the Cronkite School at Arizona State University, reporting to you for the Varsity Sports Show on the incredible season that Sun Devil Volleyball has had in their first year in the Big 12. Now let's dive right in. The Sun Devils have had an outstanding go in both preseason and conference play. Now it's nothing new that this team is filled with both strength and high athleticism, but we can't forget to give credit to head coach JJ Van Niel, who has led the team to where they stand at this point in the season. Van Niel took the reins in 2023 and truly turned the program around. It wasn't until last season that the Sun Devils started to win more games than they lost, finishing last season 28-7. Now there's some deja vu from last season that we could see in this season. The Sun Devils are on an 8-game winning streak, which started with their win against Utah on October 2nd. Last season, they started their season with a 12-game winning streak, which ended with a loss to number 3 Stanford. Their home record for the 2023 season was 9-1, their only loss being against the number 5 Oregon Ducks. Now this season, their record is 9-0 as of October 28th, and their only loss in the Big 12 is against number 19 Baylor. They couldn't have an overall record of 20-2 without a star-studded roster. Senior outside Jelly Sear has led the offense with 270 kills, and graduate libero Mary Schroll has held her own on the back line with 372 digs on the season. Sear and Schroll have also won Big 12 offensive and defensive honors, tallying a total of 4 for the Sun Devils this season. Keep your eye on the Sun Devils women's volleyball team as they are set to make their mark in the postseason. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Olivia Prickett.
Hello everyone, this is Saleh Awad with the Varsity Sports Show, and I would like to thank you for tuning in today. While the Arizona Wildcats' football team has continued to disappoint this season, a bright part of the year has been star wide receiver Toreros T-Mac McMillan. Through 8 games, McMillan has totaled 57 receptions for 982 yards and 5 touchdowns through the air. With 2 games over 200 receiving yards this season, T-Mac has shown nothing short of pure dominance when he gets his targets. The projected top 10 NFL draft pick leads the Big 12 in receiving yards during the program's first season in the conference. Along with Colorado's Heisman contender Travis Hunter and Missouri receiver Luther Burden III, McMillan is among the top wideout prospects that will be taken early in April's draft. Despite Arizona quarterback Noah Fafita and the offense's struggles under first-year head coach Brett Brennan, T-Mac has produced regardless of opposing defenses planning for him week in and week out. With 4 games remaining this season and likely in his entire college football career, McMillan will look to finish strong. For the Varsity Sports Show, this is Saleh Awad reporting.
The Arizona Cardinals have won consecutive games for the first time since October 24th of 2021. It was another comeback effort for the Cardinals as they faced a 10-point deficit in the third quarter, coming all the way back to win 28-27 over the Miami Dolphins. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Trey McBride led the way for the Cardinals offense, combining for 235 receiving yards. The rookie sensation was also able to find the end zone for the first time since Week 4 against the Commanders. The Cardinals now sit atop the NFC West with a 4-4 record, having the tiebreaker over the San Francisco 49ers and Seattle Seahawks. The Cardinals now face the NFC North Challenge as they will be welcoming in the 4-3 Chicago Bears. The Bears, who are coming off of a devastating loss to the Commanders as Jaden Daniels completed a last-second Hail Mary to Noah Brown for the win, the Bears are looking to get that bad taste out of their mouths and get back in the win column. The Bears have one of the league's toughest defenses, as they only allow 17 points per game compared to the Cardinals, who allow 25.6 points per game. The key to this game will be who can win the turnover battle, as both teams have a positive turnover differential heading into Week 9. The Cardinals are just a slight 1-point favorite, as this matchup is lined up to be very tightly contested. Reporting for Varsity Sports, I'm Sam Lanier.
This is Kaylee Summer Varsity Sports Show, and I'm going to be talking about Estrella Foothill pulls away late to defeat Buckeye. Senior running back A.J. Horn rushed 24 times for 164 yards and 2 touchdowns to help propose the Wolves to a 32-14 field on Friday night. Estrella Foothills secured its first win over the Hawks since 2020 after losing 4 straight times. So I can't wait to see what Estrella Foothills does this season. This is Kaylee Summer Varsity Sports Show signing off.
Hello, Varsity Sports Show. I'm Tomas Perez from Arizona State University, and I'm a second-year intern with the Varsity Sports Show. Let's look at our Xavier Gators flag football team. With 20 years of coaching experience, Coach Patterson has led teams in college, youth, tackle football, and flag football, including the U.S. national team for 10 years. His biggest achievements include seeing former players excel as professionals and parents. Currently, he coaches a girls' flag football team at Xavier, noting their strengths in unity and talent, but acknowledging challenges with the new half of the team, including a new quarterback. Despite starting the season with tough losses, the team has improved, winning 4 games in a row and now holding an overall in 5-4. Their goals include finishing with a winning record, potentially winning the region, and making the playoffs. Thank you. I'm Tomas Perez from Arizona State University, reporting with the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome. It's halftime now at Toreros Stadium here on the campus of the University of San Diego. And what a half it's been. Vince D'Aliesio and Mac Pham out here live. What an incredible day for at least one of the teams. Mac?
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Davidson, they have 4 total completions. And then San Diego quarterback Grant Surgeon, he's got 3 touchdowns alone in the first half. That's how dominant San Diego has been in the passing game.
Wow. Definitely. What an afternoon. What an afternoon for football. It's been an incredible day. And like you said, I mean, the Toreros having a banner day today. It has just been an amazing day. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the play, particularly this offensive scoring machine. I mean, these guys at will are scoring. And you talked about the quarterback in number 12, Grant Sargent, and the wide receiver connection, QB to receiver. Jasim Reed, 89, has been responsible for play after play, big play after big play. And what that's doing is the play of the offense is igniting the defense to play even harder. I mean, it has just been an afternoon.
San Diego, the fumble recovery return for a touchdown to build on their lead today as well in the first half.
Wow. Let's talk a little bit about some of the statistics for Davidson. So what are we seeing in terms of some good things? Mason Sharon, average rush attempt is 7.7 yards. That's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, he's,
That's because they've had their success running it to the outside. That's where they get most of their run plays, most of their offensive yardage.
Okay. Mac? The coach in you, let's talk a little bit about second half and what you see potentially. Let's start with the home team, the Toreros. What do you see potentially the Toreros doing here in the second half?
They got them the big lead in the first half. If they see single coverage on Jasim Reed, they are going to go right to him. They're just going to feed the hot guys. Like I said, stay with what worked in the first half.
Okay. Davidson,
they had their best success running the football to the outside on like options, triple options. For Davidson, I think they need to stick with that, and then also they really do need to mix in their passing game if they want to get back into the ball game. If they want to have any chance of getting back into the ball game, because they are down essentially down 3 touchdowns and a field goal, so they really do need to start pushing the ball. ball downfield, whether it be running the football or passing the football. But they need to do both. Start getting checked if they want to have any chance of getting within shouting distance to San Diego or get back into this ball game.
Yeah. Well, they need something. So it's Davidson has. I mean, they traveled all the way across the country here to face this team. Obviously, you never travel to lose. I mean, you're always traveling to. If you are going to jump on a plane, it's with the intent that you're going to come back with a W. And so they've got some things that they need to clean up, and particularly getting their defense back on track and trying to defend against the big play capabilities of this Torero offense and just lighting it up. But been quite a day all the way around for USD. Anything else in terms of observations that you see there, Mac?
Everything has gone well for USD. For them, they're just going to. They will probably just need to keep their foot on the gas. If this scores or if this lead remains at 24, they can really go into the fourth quarter with a comfortable lead and potentially get into their second, third strings and pick up their fifth win of the season and surpassing their total number of wins last year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as the Toreros are now out on the field warming up, Davidson, of course, having taken their turn. Both teams preparing for what they hope will be an exciting second half of action. Live from Toreros Stadium. As we prepare for the second half kickoff, Davidson will be kicking off to USD. And the kick is up.
Fair catch. Touchback.
And the Toreros will have it 1st and 10. Ball on the 25 to start the second half. Quarterback once again for the Toreros, number 12, Grant Sargent. Sargent. Shotgun formation, 4-receiver set. Now empty. Reed out of the backfield. Lines up in the slot. Sargent throws to the out. Hits Reed. Reed dances his way out of bounds. Forced out by number 3, Amari Hill.
Go a little pick up, playing a little conservative. Taking what the defense gives them on the little out route.
4-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line. In the backfield, number 31, Logan Ging. Sargent gives to Ging. Ging looks for a hole, finds one, bursts through, and finishes the play. Stopped on the play by 17. John Tessman.
Davidson looked like they were in a cover 1 high. Daniel Carter, their strong safety, he was a little bit back deep, 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. Everybody's been inside 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. So that was a little bit of a cover 1 look on that last play.
Sargent, empty set. And screaming inaudible. Back to pass. Looks, throws, completes. So in and out of the hands of the intended target. Broken up on the play by number 3. Once again, Hill.
Amari Hill playing through the wide receiver and breaking up the pass, making a play in man coverage. It'd be 3 and out for USD.
And the Toreros to punt.
Rugby style kick.
Takes a bounce and a roll, and finally coming to a stop right about the 30 of Davidson.
Might have been the first time tonight that we saw rugby style punt from either team.
Interesting, I'll say. All right, so who's going to open the drive at quarterback for Davidson here, Mac?
I think they're going to go with Durkin.
Okay. All right, let's see who they bring. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this afternoon for some USD Torero football presented by the Varsity Sports Show. As the teams are on each of their respective sidelines, huddled up, preparing to come out. Be sure and join us tonight at 7 o'clock for more football action. But I got to say, we also have the HJCAC Game of the Week live from Phoenix, Arizona. Junior college football as the Maricopa Mustangs travel to face the Salt River Scorpions. Big matchup. Scorpions coach Brandon McNutt this morning on the Varsity Sports Show. Are the Mustangs ripe for an upset tonight? Inquiring minds want to know. Meanwhile, we're back here in the third quarter, 13:27 remaining. The Toreros lead the Wildcats 37-13.
You got 5 defenders for USD in the box.
And Durkin, the quarterback,
lost his balance.
Loses the snap, lost his helmet as well. That is not a good thing.
It looked like Durkin just simply lost his balance. And a bad break, bad way to start the drive.
I'll say.
Lost his footing.
Loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Durkin.
Off coverage.
Oh, Frazier now in. Yep. Frazier back to pass. Throws on the screen. Hits Reyna.
Looks like a bubble screen. A little bubble screen to the outside. It's a good slot block. However, USD, they were just all over on that weak side of the field, rallying to the football and making a tackle for only a 2-yard gain after the catch. 2 or 1 yard gain.
3rd and 8. Ball on the 26. And Frazier looks, keeps, heads up field before he's finally stopped on the play by 56, Mo Vanderwell.
That was some really good discipline by Mo Vanderwell. He was basically in a 2-on-1 situation, and once the quarterback decided to keep it, he just went directly for the quarterback and limited gain to just 2 yards. Punt unit back on.
And the Wildcats will punt. Awaiting the snap. Good snap. And get some height before taking a bounce. 1, 2, 3, and out to the sideline where it'll be downed on the 32-yard line. And that is where the Toreros will take over on 1st and 10. All right, Mac, put your coaching hat back on. What can we expect on this drive?
You know what? So far, both offenses have been really quiet. Defense is taking over early here in the second half. I think USD, they're going to continue to look for explosive plays as well as really just take care of the football. Don't give up on momentum, shifting play, and allow Davidson to get any momentum and get back into this game.
Sargent, the quarterback, on 1st down. Single back in the backfield. The give to Ging. Ging bursts through the line of scrimmage, still on his feet, still going. Finally getting tackled on the sideline, near the sideline. Here come the flags. Wow. What a burst of speed.
Interesting. A holding play on a run play at the end of the play. Flag going towards the end of the run. Let's see what this one is. Add 15 yards.
What did he call it? He called it a what tackle?
Horse collar tackle.
Horse collar.
On Davidson.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the official.
So 15 yards will be added to the end of this run.
Wow. That's rough. That is a rough one.
Again, USD just executing, making another explosive play, this time on the run game. Behind Logan Ginn.
Ging still in the backfield. Sargent.
I give it right back to him here after a big play.
And he pulls up, throws, and who does he find? Reed, right on the sideline.
Reed has been the first option on nearly every passing down for UST. Sargent has, every time he's dropped back, he is just looking for his go-to man in Reed. Davidson has just had no answer for Reed.
2nd and 6, ball on the 24. Sargent. Shotgun formation, trip set for USD. Ging in the backfield. Reed, isolated receiver. We had some movement.
Both teams pointing at each other.
Yeah. And move it down the field.
Trips left.
And into the pile.
And the run play into the A gap. Davidson all over that one. Congesting the lane.
Forging ahead on 1st down. 1st and 10, ball inside the 20. Call it the 18. Toreros picking up where they left off in the first half.
They are taking their time, as they should. It's going to be doubles up left, doubles up right.
Sargent, 4-receiver set. Back to pass. Goes over the top to the corner. Bit of a miscommunication. Pass is incomplete.
Looked like an up and under route. Sargent won it all on that play.
Second and 10.
That might have been one of the few plays where USD, they went for it all, just didn't execute. And that probably that time is because they, like you said, just having a miscommunication. Davidson caught a break there.
And the give. Ging inside. On the cutback, finally stopped after a 2-yard gain by Julian Rollins.
Yeah, Davidson had that one covered. They were not going to give up a 3rd down run conversion to USD. Again, trying to cut back. No room to go. Davidson just all over it.
On 3rd down, Sargent.
7 in the box.
Gives to Ging. No, keeps. Sargent scrambling, trying to evade defenders, and finally pulled down on the sack.
Davidson blitzing, deciding to bring the heat on 3rd down. They've been tired all day of getting beat on big plays, particularly from the receiver, Jaheim Reed. That time they decided to be aggressive, blitz. Now the defense gets off the field.
The 40-yard attempt for Lehman. Awaiting the snap. Kick is up, and no good. No good. And the Wildcats will take over on 1st and 10
Pushed
with
it left.
8:03 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
So far today, everything has gone well for USD except for that last kick. Just sliding it to the left.
Once again, thank you to our audience joining us on all of our social media platforms this afternoon. Quarterback Durkin takes the ball, pitches outside, and nothing but green finally pulled down at midfield by number 16. That was Joshua Hong.
How about Brody Rayner on the outside on the perimeter, going to block out, giving some more real estate on the run play.
First and 10, Davidson. Durkin once again given to Sharon. Sharon trying to burst through the line of scrimmage, forges ahead. Finally brought down.
So I play Durkin taking the pitch option and letting his back keep it. Now in enemy territory.
And Durkin pitching outside. Pulled down. Is there a flag? No flag. Number 1. Dominic. No, correction. Sales. Sales. On the carry. 3rd and 1 on the play.
Might have been run a few times. Davidson, got into short yardage situations on 3rd down.
Goodness. Flags come a-flying. Wow. Okay. Well, now it's 1st and 10 for Davidson.
That has been one of the few miscues by USD today.
As Durkin, shotgun formation, 3 receiver set. And on the pitch, around the left side, getting pulled out of bounds. Was Valor.
That was an awkward run by Valor right there. He had a nice block in front of him and kind of just ran right into his own man. It looked like he had enough room to at least cut it back to the inside.
Second and 5.
I mean, just look at USD. Nobody 10 yards back.
Valor right up the gut.
See, right now, what Davidson is doing, they're really sticking to their game plan. Being physical at the line of scrimmage, but what's hurting them is having time. And as much as they are gaining yards, they do need to score. They do need to score and give themselves just a chance to get back into this game. Davidson, they're sticking with their strength, but it is costing them time. Moving that ball.
And Sharon again.
It's going to be a 1-yard pickup, forward progress.
Yep, 1st and 10, Davidson. Now they're getting back to what they do well, and that's run the football. Clock continues to move. The clock is the biggest enemy right now for the Wildcats.
Davidson went going no huddle on this play.
Shotgun formation.
12 personnel set, 2 tight end set.
To the outside.
It's Kellen West.
Wow. 4:23 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Davidson down 37-13.
And again, Davidson, they had so much success today pitching out to the outside on the perimeter on those option plays, on the pitch outs.
Durkin keeps, pitches. And dropped along the sideline. That
Really
was
nice
Sales.
tackle. Nick Murray right there. Brought the ball carrier forward and ensuring that he made the tackle. Even though he got trucked, he still made the tackle. Really good technique.
Ball on the 15-yard line. First down. Durkin. Back to pass. Durkin looks on the slant. In and out of the hands of Reyna.
Man,
Second
that
down.
was a touchdown right there. Durkin threw that one a little behind his intended target, and the defender for the Toreros, the secondary, he slips, and Durkin just threw that one just a little more inside. Davidson has a touchdown on that play. Really, really big missed opportunity.
I'll say.
No huddle again.
Second down. And the fake, the pitch.
He's got room.
Into the end zone goes Sam Valor. And flags.
Kellen West, number 7. But Davidson threw out a terrific block on the perimeter. Let's see what this flag is. Bringing this one back.
Wow.
To negate a touchdown.
Ouch. Wow. Well, 2nd and 15, ball on the 20-yard line. 3:22 remaining in the third quarter. Logan Durkin, the quarterback.
12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Oh, a reverse.
And the end around. No! Pulled up to pass, but disrupted on the play. 44 stepping up in a big way. Jerry Riggins.
That pass was intended for the other running back, Mason Sharon, who kind of ran a little wheel route. USD snuffed that one out. Excellent coverage on the back end. And I like that play call by Davidson, trying to get a little cute, play aggressive, down big, just didn't execute.
3rd and 24, Mac. And Durkin pulls back to pass. Looks to run, does.
Everything was just covered up. Essentially, USD, they're somewhat playing the sticks. Eyes on the quarterback. Linebackers about 5-10 yards off the line of scrimmage. They're able to contain quarterback. Now they're going to bring out the field goal unit. Davidson, that is.
From 40 yards. Adam Zawagi on the attempt. Awaiting the snap. Kick is up. And no good.
Hit the crossbar.
Wow.
Doinked off the crossbar. Missed opportunity for Davidson.
With 1:46 remaining in the third quarter, Davidson comes up with nothing on that drive. Still down 37-13.
Again, that was just a missed opportunity after missed opportunity for Davidson. They had the touchdown wiped off. Touchdown run wiped off, and then also a miss slanted route where the defender slipped, lost his balance. Wide open play, except the throw was behind the receiver. And then Davidson, some more just killer penalties back him up all the way to 30, and a missed field goal. Just another missed opportunity. Now the Toreros will have great field position.
Welcome back as the Toreros in their huddle. 1:46 remaining in the third quarter. 1st and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. Quarterback
28.
Grant Surgeon. Surgeon gives to Ging. Logan Ging finds a seam and bursts through for a first down.
Oh, he might have had a touchdown there. He cut it back to the inside, trying to go back to the middle of the field. If he just kept going vertically and maybe to the right sideline, he might have had a touchdown.
Wow. 1st and 10 at midfield.
Pistol formation.
Surgeon. 3 receiver set. And Ging once again.
Trucking defenders. There's the strength again. Trucking defenders.
Ging, of course, from Verado High School in Buckeye, Arizona. .44 seconds in the third quarter remaining. Trip set. Single back in the backfield. 2nd and 4. Ging once again pushes ahead.
Oh, going for a helicopter ride.
And in
What a
on the
tackle.
number 7, Julian Rollins for Davidson. And we've got a stoppage in play here as the quarter comes to an end. And with that, the Toreros lead 37-13.
No score in this quarter. Defensive battle. Here in that third period as we go to the fourth.
Mac, let's take a look at some stats here from the third quarter. What do you got?
Again, just a dominant performance by Jasim Reed. 171 yards, receiving yards with two touchdowns. It's not just that, too, but also the yards after the catch. I can't tell you how many times he has caught numerous amount of slant passes and then just gained some more yards after the catch. He's been incredible today. And then And then the quarterback Grant Surgeon, he's been just super efficient. Those 15 pass attempts, I think a third of them have been just slant routes. He has been just super efficient, finding open guy. Very mistake free game from him outside of the one sack, 3 touchdowns for him on the day. And then on the opposite side, Luke Durkin, just 3 completions for 7 attempts. He's taken 3 sacks. At least 2 of them have been coverage sacks to USD's credit, making him hold the football, and then the defensive line finally getting to him to take him down in the backfield.
And with that, driving the pile ahead, may have enough for the first down, and does. Wow.
Going northeast on that play. That whole pile northeast on what looked like to be maybe 1-2 yard gain turns it into a 4 or 5 yard gain as that pile was just moving northeast.
Ging did just enough. First down for the Toreros, ball on the 40-yard line.
Here, Davidson, they got 2 inside corners playing up.
Clock continues to move. 14 minutes and counting. We were commenting earlier, it's been a pretty fast afternoon out here. It's been a run-heavy game, and we're already started the fourth quarter, and we are just over 2 hours in, and that includes a 20-minute halftime. Surgeon, shotgun formation, 4 receiver set.
Davidson showing blitz. They look like they're backing out of it. Let's see what they do here.
Stoppage in play. We've got the timeout called.
USD.
All right. Folks, once again, wanted to give special thanks to the team here at the University of San Diego and the Media Relations Office, Sports Information Director. Grateful for the hospitality, Anderson Hagler and team for USD. They've been more than accommodating to lunch. I had 2 of the greatest chocolate chip cookies. I know I said this earlier, but I got to say it again. The greatest chocolate chip cookies in the world. Wow, those were good.
Probably made by Cookie Monster.
Probably, man. And you know, they fed us. I mean, it was amazing. But again, we're seeing some great football. More important than the meal, than the food, and food is important. We're seeing some really good football today. Mac, when you and I started talking about this a couple of months ago, did you think this was going to be the end result? I said, you know what, got to come out. We're going to see if we can, you know, get a basketball game called. And all of a sudden, here we are. Lo and behold, the weekend of Meet the Fleet at 32nd Street at the Naval Station, Naval Base San Diego. We're calling 2 football games.
Oh yeah, there's so much planning to go into this. Also just figure out timing too, and making sure we had time for everything.
Yeah. Quarterback Sargent looks, throws on the inside, and Who caught that ball? None other than 89 Reed.
How many times have we seen him run that slant route today? Davidson on the play, they blitz the linebackers up the middle, which means that middle of the field is vulnerable. Reed takes advantage on a slant pass to pick up some more yardage.
13 minutes and counting. Surgeon, 4 receiver set.
Watch Reed at the bottom of your screen. Corners up on him. Looks like it's going to be a false start. Movement up front.
$12:49 remaining. And once again, the Toreros. Third quarter, a bit of a lag offensively. Did not score any points. Neither team did, but the Toreros lead 37-13. That's the lead they took into half. Now we're at the start of the fourth. Surgeon, shotgun formation, trip set for USD. Surgeon back
Safety
to
up high. Looks
pass.
like a cover one, man coverage. And a coverage sack. That was probably one of Davidson's best defensive plays today. But man coverage, go routes not there, safety up high, it looks like cover one, and they do get a coverage sack, and they're going to get off the field. One of the low bright spots for them today.
Ashton Miller, the defensive lineman for Davidson, credited with the sack. And on the punt, under 12 minutes remaining.
It's going to be a short one. He might have just shanked that one right there.
And with that, we'll have a possession change, and as both teams head to their respective sidelines. And back to action here from Toreros Stadium. Frazier on the carry, gets back to the line of scrimmage on the keeper. No gain on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 20. Frazier. Correction, new quarterback back in the game. And it is Durkin on the pitch.
I'm not sure that was intentional. I think it was. I like that Durkin. He knew he was going to pitch it back out, and he just kept it until he ran out of real estate. That way he could give his man some extra cushion to run the football on the pitch.
Valor on the play. And Durkin, shotgun formation.
His corner up top for USD. Playing way off coverage. Oh!
On the slant route. 88. Incomplete.
So what I saw in that last play, the corner up top, safety, he was playing well off the ball as he was essentially on an island. Everybody jumbled up at the line of scrimmage. Basically, top of your screen on that last play. Receiver cornerback matchup, essentially 10, 15 yards away from everybody else.
Adams in the backfield. Durkin. 3 receiver set. And the pitch out to Valor. Valor rounds the corner. Still on his feet. And the first down.
That left tackle, Tom Luther, really nice block out in front. Good job just letting go out in open space, letting go of the defender to avoid a holding call.
First and 10, ball on the 44-yard line. 10 minutes remaining in the game. Davidson trying to climb out of a deep hole as Durkin back to pass, throws, and hits Reyna, who's brought down for a loss. Wow. In on the stop, number 2, Eric Haney.
Just a little bubble screen. Eric Haney reading it perfectly and blowing up the play. No yards after the catch. In fact, actually a tackle for loss. Really excellent open field tackle. Going for the lower half of the legs. Good tackle in open space.
Second and 15. Durkin and the pitch along the sideline.
Looked like Durkin bobbled that snap a little bit. Able to get back on another pitch out. Ball gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And Kellen West. Third and 12. Durkin, offset back, and pulls, tosses it outside. And, Sales couldn't do much with that. He ran into 2 defenders, so all he could do was protect the football.
Looked like USD should have covered 2 look, and then they rallied to the football on the run play. Davidson now facing a 4th down long. Appears that they are keeping their offense out there on the field.
4th and 12. Well, you figure they've got nothing to lose at this point and everything to gain.
Now you look at USD corners playing 8-10 yards off the ball. Looks like they're backpedaling.
Overthrew the intended target in Valor, and with that, a possession change.
USD was in a zone look on the last play, dropping back. I think it was a cover too high. They kept everything in front of them. Short pass couldn't even be completed for Davidson.
It's going to be that's painful for Davidson now because they are giving the Toreros an extremely short field, Matt.
Yep. Excellent field position for USD. USD started off earlier this game, I believe, right at midfield on their first drive, and then they also had another drive too, where they were starting right around enemy territory. So they've won the battle in almost every facet, including that field position battle, and also the missed field goal too. by Davidson. That gave USD another possession, starting off for excellent field position.
Well, interesting turn of events this afternoon as Davidson shows some flashes of brilliance and then a bit of a struggle. And the Toreros take over on 1st and 10, ball on the 42-yard line. Quarterback Sargent, the give inside, new running back in the ball game.
Looked like a little bit of an outside zone run for USD to pick up some yardage.
Isaiah Smith on the carry.
Everything's been above sea level for USD. They really haven't had any negative plays, and their worst plays have just been either 1 yard gains or no yard gains. Everything's gone at least back to the line of scrimmage for them.
2nd and 6. Smith once again on the carry and pulled back by Rollins. No gain on the play. Clock continues to run. 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Trip set for the Toreros. Quarterback Sargent. Back to pass. Scans the field on the slant. It's worked.
Looked at a legal pick play. On that little in slant route. No, there's a flag though.
Back when I coached, they used to say, don't throw back into the inside. Avoid the slant route with your inside receivers.
That middle linebacker is lurking.
But we're seeing it a lot more now. All right, and the penalty will bring the football back for the Toreros.
Oh, now they're calling it on Davidson. They go 3-by-1. Gun out of the run.
The give inside. Number 4, Sims.
Again, everything has just been at the minimum above sea level for USD. Everything going for at least, at worst case, 0 or 1 yards. They're picked up 4 on that last play. Or 2.
And Sargent, 3 receivers split out wide. Back to pass.
Illegal shift. 89, bottom of your screen. One of the rare miscues for USD.
And they'll try it again.
Now it's empty.
Sargent. Empty set. Back to pass. Sargent looks, and he's pulled down just as he releases, but still able to hit Reed on the first correction. Looked like he had a gain of 4 on the play. They were at 2nd and 13.
That could have been worse for Davidson, too. McGee was on that tackle. That was not his assignment. He had his eyes on the ball, peeled off his assignment, and then came down to tackle. Came to tackle Reed. Didn't get any more yardage after the catch. So really good recognition right there to prevent any more yards after the catch.
And the pass complete. 4:26 and counting.
USD has dominated. They have dominated over the middle of the field today. That has been their area, their strength of the area today, whether we running the football or passing the football.
First and 10, ball on the 34-yard line. Sargent gives to Smith. Smith turns upfield.
Another little outside zone run. I mean, right there, Davidson, one of the players, literally throwing in the towel. Throwing a towel on the field.
2nd and 5. And the motion back to pass. Sargent. Is that a live ball? No, it's not. It's an incomplete pass. In and out of the hands of the intended target in Sims.
Ball was thrown forward, so that was an incomplete pass. One of the rare mistakes for USD, a drop pass on the little screen pass.
.307 remaining. 3rd and 5.
Empty here.
And Sargent looks inside. Little bit high, in and out of the hands of the intended target. It'll be 4th down.
Sargent seemed to predetermine that pass there. It was the right read, just a little over the top for his intended receiver. Number 12. 46-yard field goal attempt here.
Oh, goodness. Right hash. And on the attempt. Kick is up. And
there's the leg.
It's good.
Good. First points of the second half by either team. 40-burger today for USD.
Aiden Lehman from 46 increases the Torero lead to 40. 27-point lead, but increases the point total to 40. Toreros lead 40-13 with 2:58 remaining in the ball game. We'll be right back. And the kick. .258 remaining as the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Ball will be on the 25-yard line. Well, no such thing as moral victories, but they will hope that they can put it together and at least get one last touchdown here. If not, under 3 minutes.
You know what?
Maybe 2.
There is no such thing as garbage time, even though the score indicates so. There is no such thing as garbage time because it is an opportunity for these second and third stringers that are in the game to get better. So and these guys, those guys that don't get to play as much,
yeah,
they play like the score is 0-0. So it's always an opportunity for them to get better. Was that fumble? Recovered inbounds?
May have been. What's the call?
That was close.
Officials looking around, conferring.
So it's going to stay with the offense. Again, just to reiterate, I don't think there's anything garbage time. I don't think that's a thing because also the coaches too, they're still calling plays. It's not like they kind of just hand it over to one of the assistant coordinators and say, "Here, you call the plays." They keep playing. They keep calling the plays. Always opportunities for the second string and third string players to get better, to get reps whenever they're called upon.
Wow. Well, quite a game. And make sure and head to our social media after the game because we will be joined by a player right here with Mac Pham.
Stay tuned. We're gonna get their insights on the game today, potentially even from the X's and O's perspective. USD just a flat out dominant performance today as they are 245 away from picking up their 5th win of the season and remaining undefeated at home.
Wow. Big time. What a game it has been.
You know what? Here, I got one more thing, too.
Yes.
These guys, USD, they came into this game with 5 defensive touchdowns. They picked up another one today on that fumble recovery, and they have 6 while already having their 2 bye weeks played, two bye weeks occurring, and then they've played just 7 games. Again, that is the most defensive touchdowns in the FCS, and here they added another one to their total today.
Goodness.
It is tied across, going in today, it was actually tied most across all of Division I, and with another one today, they may even take the lead after this. Very impressive stat. And that also includes 4 pick sixes.
Wow. Mac, I got to tell you, you did quite a job today in calling this. I think you're, it's certainly not me. I think you're the lucky charm in today's ball game for this Torero team. The media team here for USD has been screaming like crazy at the excitement and the production offensively, and it just so happens they said this was a first. This is our first game here.
Debut.
Connection. I see it.
And I don't blame them screaming. I mean, hey, they may have the homerism in them too. I don't blame them at all.
Yeah, well, I mean, they said this is unheard of, this production in the first half, and I think it coincides with us having been here. I don't know. Coincidence? I think not.
Just terrific day for USD.
Yeah.
Performing incredible football today.
Great day. Great day. Big thank you to the media relations team here at USD as well. All right. 2nd and 19, ball on the 16-yard line, 2.5 minutes remaining. Durkin finally throws, completes to Valor. Valor weaving upfield and gains maybe, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Durkin was just dancing in that pocket.
Yep.
Just evading his sack, keeping his eyes up, just getting rid of the football to have a positive game. That was some elusiveness in the pocket. That was similar to the New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, boy. I knew you'd throw out a Rodgers reference here. Goodness, we couldn't get through a whole broadcast.
We're 2 minutes away from that.
Yeah. All right. Well, 2-minute warning now here in the final quarter of the game. Thanks again for joining us here on the Varsity Sports Show broadcast of USD, University of San Diego football. We'll be back. And welcome back here in the final 2 minutes of what's been, well, an exciting matchup this afternoon. Davidson has had flashes of brilliance, but unfortunately coming up short. And Durkin spins to his left, looks, runs, and out of bounds.
No, he's made a couple really nice plays, just the little things. Him on that play, flipping his hips, full corkscrew 180, and being able to get out of another jam just to pick up a couple more yards on the scramble. That was impressive. That's not an easy thing to do. Flip your hips and turn and run away from 2-3 defenders chasing after you. Punt unit here. Fair catch. Trips left. USD out of the gun.
All right. On first down, Toreros, new quarterback in the ball game. Presumably to close out the game.
Not only is this a great time for these guys to get better, even though it is, like I said a couple minutes earlier, I don't think garbage time is a thing. But with this game clearly being over, this is also a great time for these guys to add a little to their box score, add a little to the numbers, or also an opportunity too for their stats to go down just a little bit. Trips left again. Oh, they're gonna pass it. Oh, looks like he lost his balance.
Quarterback number 9.
Dixon Hudson on the sack. Really good discipline to not leave his feet. Quarterback loses balance. Hudson gets a sack.
Dom Nankill. Nankill under center. Final 28 seconds.
High formation. Lead block.
And Smith.
Looks like that's going to do it. It'll be the final play of the game because we have like 18 seconds left to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show broadcast of USD Torero football live from San Diego, California, where they just defeated Davidson College, the Wildcats. On behalf of my broadcast partner of the afternoon, Mac Pham from San Diego State University, my name is Vince D'Aliesio. Head over to our social media, X at Varsity Show, Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok, Varsity Sports Show. Thanks again. Have a good afternoon, everyone. Enjoy your weekend.